She put her neck, her back, and her ass crack in this. I ain't gonna lie. It's so good. Who's only eating this amount of carbs? I haven't had onions make me cry like that in mad long, y'all. Lord Father. These is happy tears. Happy tears. I promise they're happy tears. I'm about to eat swell.
You find a way to keep me in. Baby, do some magic in on yeah. Don't be tripping, I'll be there in a minute. You be, and I'll be there.
So what is up, Africana fam? It's your girl, or should I say your chef, Africana, back at it again with another banger. And y'all, this is a widely requested video, okay? The girl has been asking, so I'm about to deliver, all right? Or serve you. Okay, in today's video, I'm gonna be showing y'all two of my favorite meals that I like to make when it comes to my weight loss journey. So I'm super excited to show y'all my favorite foods that I too like to make. And y'all, I do not starve myself, okay? So I'm gonna be showing y'all delectable recipes that I use for meal prep for the week. So just a couple of things before we do start. I do want to let y'all know that I do not count my macros. So what counting your macros is really weighing out your food to an exact amount so you can figure out what calorie count you are eating. I intuitively eat, and what intuitively eating is pretty much just trying to portion out your food as much as you can and pretty much eyeballing it without actually counting your calories. I feel like for me, intuitively eating takes out the onus in me forcing myself to eat certain things or just overall just kind of schedule my eating. I just like to just go with the flow, and the flow been working for me, all right? And overall, I just like to live a free life. As much as, you know, there's gym girlies out here that go hard, that is kudos to them, but that person does not work for me where I'm at personally in my journey, and that is okay. You know, I've definitely counted my calories before in the past, and it's worked out for me for the most part. But overall, I don't see myself doing that for long. So I like to follow things that I can see myself doing for a long duration or just for the rest of my life. And I just want to be able to have fun with it, all right? So with that being said, I'm gonna just show y'all the meals that I make, okay? And I'm gonna show y'all how I meal prep it and also leave down the recipes as well as what I use to package my food in. So you're gonna see all of that in the video, and I'm super excited to share this because, again, this video was very requested. So I'm gonna be showing y'all two of my meals that I like to make for my meal prep that is super delicious, and let's get started. Alrighty, darlings, so these are the ingredients that we do have for our pepper steak. The first meal that we are going to be making is pepper steak with white rice. These are all the ingredients I am going to be using, and it's time to prep up the steak. I did go ahead and get an empty bowl and separated the steak. And this is the beef stir fry. It is already thinly cut. You do want to make sure that your steak is nicely thinly cut. I already got a pre-cut because your girl is lazy, all right? But now I'm going to go in with some cool water and some distilled white vinegar just to wash my meat, because why you're not washing your meat, babes? Woo, yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stir that up real quick. Let that sit for about like 2 minutes and then rinse it out. And I'm gonna use my drainer just to rinse it out. Y'all see all that blood? I know we need iron, but that's just too much. But now, after washing it, we are going to go ahead and season this bad boy. First, we're going to go ahead and put some oil up in there. Then we have some chicken bouillon, then some black pepper, and then also some soy sauce. And I'm going to leave the exact measurements down below. This is not my own personal recipe. This is from a Ghanaian creator herself on YouTube. And yo, this recipe is super bomb. So just in case if this video isn't clear enough, you can go ahead and check her out. I'm going to leave her link down below, as well as the actual recipe that she listed down below. All right, y'all, so now that I have the marinade down packed, I am gonna go ahead and put this in the fridge for about 30 minutes while I make the rice. All right, so we have the lovely marinade going on, and y'all, it tastes so good. Like, I be tasting the marinade when I be like, you know, just trying to make sure, you know, it's nice and seasoned. By the way, this food is for myself, so that's why I'm not using no gloves or whatever, because yeah. So got the marinade going on, so I'm gonna go ahead and lit this up and put it in the fridge. Alrighty, babe, so we're gonna go ahead and put it in the fridge, and I did leave it in the fridge for about 30 minutes, just 30 minutes, and it's gonna be super flavorful, y'all. But while we do that, we're gonna go ahead and make the rice. I use a rice cooker. I do not make rice on the stove, and I am using 2 cups of rice. This is my jasmine rice, jasmine girly. through and through. Okay, we throwing out the parboiled rice, you guys. But I am gonna go ahead and wash your rice. Please wash your rice twice or thrice, actually. But yeah, we're washing the rice, getting rid of all that starch. Y'all see that whiteness? We do not want that. Why would you not wash your rice, you guys? Wash the rice. Anyways, I am gonna go ahead and wash the rice twice. And then I have this trick on how I measure the water for the rice, y'all, and I'm gonna show you that real quick. Now for me, I don't like sticky rice. I am going to go in with just a little small tablespoon of oil, and I am just going to go ahead and work that through the entire rice. Okay, I do like my rice to be 1-1. I don't like it sticky. And now before I go ahead and start putting the water, I am going to level out the rice to make sure that, you know, it's all in one level. As y'all can see, I'm just shaking it and just making sure that all the rice is down before I apply the water. And now I'm going to go ahead and go in a small circular motion with the water and then kind of shake the rice a little bit just so the water can even out. And y'all, I use my pointer finger and I use the first line to measure my rice. And this is how I get the perfect rice every single time. I don't like my rice to be too soft and I don't like it super hard. And I feel like this is like the perfect. If I would say rice would be al dente, this will be al dente rice. And this is honestly my favorite rice cooker. This was actually a gift from my friend, but I absolutely love this rice cooker. It gets the job done and it just cooks for itself. So once it's done, I am gonna go ahead and fluff it. All right, y'all, so the rice is done. I just went ahead and fluffed it, and I'm just gonna leave it on like the heater and stuff just because me making the stir fry isn't going to take too long. So I still want my rice to be really hot. I don't want to like microwave it and stuff and whatnot. So I'm gonna leave it on the little heater thing. It has like the little steam sign so on, so I'm just gonna let it steam. But before that, we're gonna try the rice. Like I said in the voiceover, I do like my rice to be like 1-1. I don't like my rice, as Ghanaians would say, peche peche. Like I don't like it too soft. Like I like it, you know, nice and let's get into the texture first. Look, y'all see that? It's nice and like 1-1. It isn't too hard, but it isn't too soft. So I'm gonna go ahead and taste it real quick. Literally, with the rice cooker and with the one finger thing, I make the best rice every single time. But yeah, I don't like my rice to be soft. I hate soft rice. I don't like soft rice. And I feel like with the stew, with the pepper steak, because it's like stew-like, is going to soften up the rice eventually. So yeah, I don't want it to be already soft and everything. So the rice is perfect. But now it's on to making the actual marinade and everything, or like the little slurry, she says, which is like the sauce that I'm going to use for the pepper steak. And I have my pan already preheating, already on medium heat. So yeah, we're just gonna let that, you know, sizzle your spirit, you feel me? And we're gonna go ahead and make the marinade. So for our slurry, I am going to be using a smaller bowl to make it, and I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of water, and this is just gonna be our base for the little stew, darlings. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pour that inside. Then we're gonna go ahead and use some cornstarch. And literally, I'll leave all the measurements down below. And then some black pepper, and then some soy sauce, and that's literally it. And once that is done, I am gonna go ahead and use my whisk just to go ahead and whisk up the concoction, make sure that the cornstarch does not stick at the bottom, and then we're going to cut up 1 onion and slice it. These are happy tears. Oh God, I haven't had onions make me cry like that in mad long, y'all. Lord Father. Ooh, these is happy tears. Happy tears. I promise they're happy tears. I'm about to eat swell. All right, y'all, but now it's on to our stir fry. I'm gonna go ahead and cook the meat separately and let it cook on each side for about 2 minutes.
Right? So that's just how I do it. Yeah, or whatever. So I do this for the most part, and I just do a straight. He was great. Disagreement. I would say disagreements. You know,
All right, y'all. So don't mind the TV in the back. I'm watching the Pop the Balloon or Find Love show, but I want to try out my little beef jerky in it. But I do want to try it out. As y'all can see, I have it like nice and crispy. Actually, hold on, let me pause this real quick. So as y'all can see, I have it like nice and crispy. Like low key, we're kind of like frying it like almost like bacon, but it doesn't feel like bacon. It's actually very tender still. Like as you can see, it's like malleable. But actually kind of like, because it looked like a bacon strip, I feel like that's like kind of like the easiest way for me to explain that. But it's nice and juicy, so we're gonna try it out real quick, see how it's tasting, and I'm gonna give you like my first impressions, okay? Yo. I do it every time. I do it every single time. Bellissimo. Y'all. Ooh. Now that flavor, yeah. When y'all try this recipe, please comment down below when y'all do try this recipe. And let me know how it tastes. Because y'all, when I tell you, this is like my first time making pepper steak like this way. Because usually when I make my pepper steak, it's more on like the, I would say more on the soupy side or stewy side. Like this one is more like, you get more of the meat, or like the flavor is more on the meat than the actual sauce itself. But y'all, she put her neck, her back, and her ass crack in this. I ain't gonna lie. It's so good. And like the first time I made it, that was like last week for my brother's birthday. And it was good. But this one, I feel like it's because like now I know what I'm doing, you feel me? So I'm just like, you know, I have my little own little flair. I mean, I lied. I followed her recipe down to the T. But yeah, y'all. So pretty much I just have it baking on each side. And I do it, she said 2 minutes, but I don't do 2 minutes. I do up until like it gets crispy, because I feel like my let me not say silverware, but my cooking ware is a bit different from hers. I feel like hers is definitely more high-tech. Mine is like the basic shit. So I definitely just cook it until like it's nice and like, you know, gets nice and golden and stuff. But y'all, it's so good. Try it. Let me know how it tastes. When y'all do try it, comment down below. Come back to this video specifically and let me know how it tastes. Granted, on my recipe, I'm gonna have to give it to my good sis. I'm gonna leave her video down below in my description box. Yeah, I know I gotta give credit when it's due, because I didn't do this myself, my friend. I didn't do it myself. But yeah, it's so good. So I'm about to fry the rest of the meat, and then I'm gonna get back to y'all when we're like sauteing the vegetables. All right? All right. So once the meat is done, pause. We are gonna go ahead and saute the vegetables, and I am gonna add some garlic. Minced garlic with some black pepper and a little bit of salt, just to kind of flavor up the vegetables. And then I'm going to go ahead and saute it. You want to make sure that your garlic does not burn. Please don't burn your garlic. So do this on medium to low heat. And I'm just going to go ahead and saute it, and then add the slurry, and then add the meat, darlings. And now once the meat is done, it's now on to chow time. I'm super excited to try this out. And yeah, y'all, here's a presentation of the food.
I might just call and catch a play. I might just come see you today. You wait, I'm stuck up in my ways, but love it when I'm playing games. That's the only way we get away. We stuck together. You must forever. That's why I cannot go away.
All right, y'all. So the food is done, and I ain't gonna front. It's looking real good. Like, y'all see that? Y'all see that steak? Hold on, I almost burned myself. All right, y'all, so yo, look at my food. Like, it just looks so delectable. But we gotta try it. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm gonna mix it up real quick and I'm gonna taste test it for you guys on camera. And I'm waiting for the rest of the food to kind of cool down before I start placing it into my meal prep glasses and stuff. And also too, because I'm lazy right now, so I'm kind of using the cool off as an excuse, but I'm just tired right now. I just want to eat and just chill. I've been standing for hours. All right, y'all, so this is how it looks like mixed up. All right, so let's try it. Oh yeah. Nah, what? No. The meat is mad juicy, y'all. Pause, but this is too good. Let's get the bill per. But yeah, I'm about to bust this down and I'm gonna show y'all meal numero dos later.
I leave you screaming anything. You find a way to keep me in. Make me think you through some magic and feel like you did it. Yeah. Don't be tripping, I'll be there in a minute. You beat it, and I'll be there. Be there.
I might just call you to play. I might just come see you today. You ain't I'm stuck up in my ways. Will love it when I'm playing games. That's the
Okay, y'all, so I did have a little bit of leftover, probably enough for a cup of rice. And I did place it in a glass Tupperware that isn't like have a divider or anything. And this one I believe I just got from HEB. But yeah, y'all, this is the remainder of it that I have. So I'm gonna make a little bit more rice maybe when I finally get down to this part. And yeah, I'll probably make like a cup more of rice for the remainder of this. But I just wanted to show y'all this is what I have left. All right, y'all, so I just literally packed away my food, but I just wanted to show y'all the Tupperware that I do use to pack away my food. This is how it looks. As y'all can see, it's glass, and I love using glass Tupperware just because my food lasts longer, it preserves better. So I'm gonna open it up for y'all, and I'm also going to leave where I got this from on my Amazon storefront down below in the description box. So please go ahead and check it out. If you do want to purchase one of these, it's on my Amazon storefront. You know, help your girl out, you feel me? But yeah, literally this came in my favorite color, which I love. My favorite color, if y'all don't know, is teal. I love the color teal. So I'm just going to show y'all the inside. So I work a little ass backwards when it comes to meal prepping. So this side is actually supposed to be the side for the protein. This side is supposed to be the side for the carbs, but I don't do that because who's only eating this amount of carbs? Like, girl, be for real. I actually put my carbs in here. I don't like load it, you know, to like the brim, you feel me? But I put my carbs in here and then I put my protein in here. Or sometimes I'll put like my carbs and my protein and then a little bit more protein in here if I can have like extra leftover and stuff. So that's pretty much how I utilize my meal prep bowls. Like I said, I am going to be leaving it down below in my Amazon storefront if you do want to purchase one of these. Y'all better get y'all one of these. Pure glass, which we love. We love preservation. So what's up, y'all? We are back with meal number numero dos. And today we're gonna be making some whole grain penne pasta with some ground beef meat sauce with some marinara sauce. So this one is actually really simple. I'm going to be using mostly of the same ingredients that I used for the first meal, just minus the red bell peppers and all that extra stuff. But I'm gonna be listing down below all the things that I did use to make this food, and I'm just gonna go ahead and try to just, let me not say zoom through it, but you know, just show y'all what I do make it real simple, you feel me? So yeah, we're going to meal numero dos. All right, y'all, so we got my ground beef. I use the 90% lean and 10% fat. We do love our meat to be lean, darlings. I don't want to use too much fat. I feel like, honestly, you know, yeah, I feel like I just stick with 90% or sometimes 93% lean and then 7% fat. So I'm gonna be using this brand and we're just gonna go ahead and saute this. But before we go ahead and do that, we're gonna put the pasta on the fire. And before we get into the pasta making, I do wanna let y'all know why I use whole grain instead of regular grain pasta. And it's simply because whole grain is like less inflammatory. It doesn't really like inflame me as much. Also too, it's just made with one ingredient, which is just the whole grain durum wheat flour. So yeah, wheat is a lot more settling on my stomach, so I like to use this. And this is perfect for if you don't want to be inflamed by your carbs.
Alright y'all, so we're going to go ahead and prep the pasta. We are going to warm up some water, hopefully up until the boiling point on medium to high heat. And then as we're doing that, we are going to go ahead and start sauteing the meat for our ground beef meat sauce. I did use a bit of oil and then I went ahead and used some diced onions. As for this meal, I don't really have a measurement per se because this is something I learned for myself. So just go ahead and measure to taste. Just don't OD with the salt. That's all I can say. Don't OD with the salt and don't OD with the oil. But after I'm done sauteing the onions and the garlic, I am going to go ahead and start sauteing the meat. You want to make sure that you're chopping up the meat as you're cooking it, just so it's nice and, you know, separated. And you just want to cook it all the way through. Please don't. This is not steak. Like, we're not doing this medium rare. Like, that's nasty. Cook it all the way through. Make sure it's season it. So I am going to go in with my all-purpose seasoning alongside with 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon and make sure it's nice and seasoned. And I also use some Old Bay as well.
All right, peeps, so don't mind the bad lighting right now, but I am gonna go ahead and put in the tomato sauce into the meat. It is nicely seasoned and cooked, well done. So I am gonna now apply the marinara sauce. And the marinara sauce I like to use is the Raoul's homemade marinara sauce. And the reason why I like using this one is because it doesn't have any additives or preservatives. Literally, it's made from whole foods. So we got Italian whole peeled potatoes, olive oil, onions, salt, garlic, basil, black pepper, and oregano. So literally nothing that I can't spell. No additives that I can't even pronounce or enunciate. They're all simple ingredients. And again, this is really good for weight loss and overall just gut health as well too. You know, you don't want anything that you can't spell in your stomach and that's gonna be causing you to be inflamed. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in before my meat go ahead and burn.
Okay y'all, so I am now sauteing the meat with the sauce, and I am adding the same seasonings that I did into the sauce just so that the sauce could also be flavored too, not just the meat. And I let that sizzle for about 10 minutes on medium to low heat. And now once the water is boiled, I am going to go ahead and pour the penne in there. Stir it in there with some butter, and then I'm gonna set my timer for 10 minutes for the pasta. This is how you get the perfect al dente pasta, not too hard and not too soft.
All right, y'all, so my food is cooking. I have about 5 minutes left with my spaghetti. I do like to make it al dente. So if y'all don't know what al dente is, it's just simply when it's almost it's literally on the verge of it being fully cooked. I don't like it super soft. I pretty much eat my pasta like how I eat my rice. Like it's not hard, it's not uncooked, but it's just right before the boiling point where it's just like, all right, it's soft, you know. But yeah, so I have about 4 minutes left for that to cook, and then I'm also just letting the tomato sauce kind of cook within itself so it tastes less tomatoey. I did add in some of the same seasonings into the sauce mixture as well too, just so it can have some taste, because again, I don't want it to be tasting tomatoey, or I just don't want the meat itself to have the flavor. But yeah, please don't butcher your girl in the comments. But I am a firm believer that, and y'all heard it from me, I'm not even gonna sit there and say like y'all didn't hear it from me, sugar belongs inside motherfucking tomato sauce. I said it.
Whatever.
I said it.
Whatever.
I said it. I motherfucking said it, y'all. Sugar belong inside sauce, inside tomato sauce, inside marinara sauce. All right, I said it. And here's the reason why. There's actual science behind it, y'all. Tomato sauce is acidic AF, right? It's very acidic. And on top of that, with the sodium, why do I like salty tomato sauce? I feel like there should be a hint of sugar just to neutralize the acidity inside of the tomato sauce. Why are y'all eating acidic ass tomato sauce? Please inform me, darlings. I really want to know, why are you eating acidic and salty ass tomato sauce? I feel like, again, especially if you over seasoned your tomato sauce, or it's just overly salty, the sugar literally cancels it out like Pem does. But anyways, I only add a little bit. I don't make it super sugary, of course not. But I'm also a big sucker on sweet and savory. More on the savory than the sweet, but the hint of sweetness, again, just evens out everything, y'all. And it evens out your edges too. So get in tune. Get in tune, y'all. Get in tune. I promise y'all, if you haven't tried it before, if you add a little bit of sugar in it, you're not gonna die. It's gonna taste good. It's just gonna give what the girl said it was gonna give. Don't shoot the messenger. Actually, nah. You can shoot me. Don't shoot the message though. You feel me? Actually, don't shoot me. I take that back. I don't wish that on myself. But nah, for real. So yeah, I literally got like a minute left now because I've been talking to y'all a little bit. But I'm about to add my little sugar and get my drainer out so we can drain these noodles. And yeah, and I put the butter inside the water before I put the noodles in, just so that again, the noodles could be 1-1. Like, you don't want them stuck together. Also too, like, it just doesn't stick even when you put it in the fridge and everything too, because I don't like sticky noodles. That's weird. But yeah, we're gonna do that. So you're gonna see me do my little ting. So let's go into the next clip. All right, y'all, so this is how the marinara sauce is looking. Y'all see that? Nice and red and juicy, darlings. So I am gonna go ahead and put the sauce inside of the smaller portion of the meal prep. All right, y'all, so we have our meal for the day. Serving it up Gary's way. Beep. Bleh. I'm playing, y'all. I need help. But all right, so how I made this food is actually going to stretch me out for 4+ days, actually, because I do have some leftovers. On top of the 4 meal prepped plates that I do have, plus my meal for tonight. So y'all, honestly, I would say that this meal, or this, recipe is a lot more budget friendly if you're trying to stretch out throughout the entire week. If you want to, this is easily stretchable and a lot cheaper than the pepper steak. So let me not say a lot cheaper, but you just get more bang for your buck with this meal. But yeah, I'm about to test it because I gotta get high in my own supply, you feel me? So we're gonna go ahead and try it out. Sometimes too, if I want to add a little pizzazz to it, whenever I do heat it up and stuff, I would like add a little bit of like Parmesan or mozzarella cheese on top and melt it. So you could do that if you want to, but for all of my lactose intolerant girlies, stick with this. Also too, if you just don't want to be inflamed, you're trying to stay away from dairy, but I'm just giving like a little option just in case you want to add a little flair, right? But we are gonna try it. I'm just gonna close up real quick on my food. Super yummy, darlings. But I can't even say it's yummy yet. I didn't even eat it yet. It's nice, sweet, and savory, darlings. I promise y'all the sugar trick is gonna help, especially if you have it a little bit too salty. Yeah, that was too good. Let's get the bill per. But y'all, overall, I hope y'all enjoyed this little vlog of me making my favorite meal prep meals for weight loss. I have made these meals over the years that I was working out, and it has honestly, let me not say it helped me tremendously because I don't make it every single time, but these are definitely some of my go-tos when it comes to just meal prepping. And overall, I do feel like it helps with just mindfully eating and cooking at home, and you're not missing out on much. So these are my two favorite meals that I do like to make. There's other meals I do want to make, and if y'all want to see that, go ahead and comment a Chef Boyardee emoji. You feel me? If y'all do want to see more of the foods that I do make for weight loss or just meal prep in general. So with that being said, I have my 2 meals set for the week, and it is set for 4 to 5 days, which I love. So I'm going to be good for the entire weekday. And then the weekend, I got to figure out what the fuck I'm about to do. But that's perfectly fine. I usually allow my weekends to be more of like my chillax days, or like just the day that I do meal prep if I choose to meal prep during the weekend. But with that being said, unfortunately, darlings, we are at the ending of this vlog. I hope y'all enjoyed. Give me a big fat thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and click that bell to get notified of when I drop my videos. You better. Attitude. You better subscribe. Or else. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Also too, if y'all want a video of me explaining how exactly I guess lost fat and, you know, just do my routine, like just a thorough talk through video of just how I do everything, comment a gym emoji. I don't know why I just make y'all comment emojis and stuff, but it just helps me gauge out what y'all want. But until the next video,